Chad, last week you mentioned crying when Squirrelius died.
Oh, yeah.
This week you will celebrate how she lived. You must now describe your astonishing relationship with a wild squirrel. This is the legend of Squirrelius. Begin.
Look at that.
If
All
I
right,
may,
so
Chad, you
sure.
have squirrels that you used to have outside your place.
I'm going to tell the whole story right now.
And oh, but look at that. We have a picture of a squirrel here.
Dude, he's throwing up pictures. These are all from my Instagram, I'm going to guess.
Yep.
That's actually Teeny Deeny. There's Squirrelius' foot. If you're on YouTube, you can check all this out. If not, you can go to my Instagram, Chad Coltrane, at Chad Coltrane, and it's like 3,000 pictures of these squirrels. So here's the story. I'm walking out of my living room front door one day, and I see there's a little baby crow flipping around in this nest. I had fallen out of a nest. And I Googled real quick how to save a baby crow, and it basically said you need to give it some water and like get it some nuts and scoot it under a bush so that a cat or something doesn't fucking get it. So I go to the store, get some fucking pecans, come back.
We were looking at pictures of the squirrel.
This is Squirrelius on my living room couch.
There's an adorable picture of Squirrelius eating a pecan on the couch. Sorry, go on.
Her nips are out too. She probably just had some babies.
Oh yeah, she's got them nice puffy little nips.
I nursed this crow back to health over the series of a couple of days, and eventually it's like flipping around and flying around in the trees outside my front door. And I come back, and there's a little squirrel sitting under this bush eating the remainder of these nuts. And I'm like, holy shit, that's crazy. I still had some nuts left in this bag. So I go upstairs, and I get the fucking bag of nuts, and I come downstairs, and within like 5 minutes, the squirrel's eating out of my fucking hand. And there's Squirrelius with one of her babies.
We're looking at the most adorable pictures. If I may, Chad, if you're not checking this out on YouTube, again, you can go to Chad's Instagram. The closeness at which you are able to take these pictures because these animals trust you is unbelievable.
She became a pet. This was a wild animal that became essentially a pet.
Yeah, I encourage everyone to go and check out these pictures. It's fucking incredible.
At any rate, I came back with the rest of these fucking nuts, and I start getting her to eat them out of my hand. I take a couple of pictures because I was like, this is fucking crazy. When is this ever going to happen again? I think nothing of it. The next day, she's at my living room window with her fucking hand on the glass, and I'm like, what in the fuck is happening? So I get some more nuts, and I continue to feed her basically every day for the next maybe like 4 to 5 years. She's coming to my apartment every day. She comes in. I can pet her like a cat. She's sitting on my couch with me. And the craziest fucking part of this is that there are these flower boxes around my windows, my bedroom, my living room, my kitchen. They all have them. She proceeds to have 2 litters of babies in one of these flower boxes 2 feet from where I sleep outside my bedroom window 2 successive years in a row on my birthday. And
literally
on my birthday, I hear these little squeaks at like 3 a.m. I'm like, what the fuck? I open my window. She's out there with them.
Oh, she got some nipples out in this picture.
Yeah, that's her posting up.
Very puffy underneath herself.
But she would, in the mornings when she had these babies, I'd open my bedroom window, peek my head out. She would come out of the nest, look at me, stretch her legs. There's a couple pictures of the babies. And she would leave the fucking nest and allow me to like watch over her newborn babies. And I got some incredible photos. All these photos are taken with my cell phones. But she would allow me to like interact with these little fucking squirrel babies and take these crazy pictures. And yes, this was ultimately like a bizarre experience with a wild animal. And that can teach you all kinds of things. And you have weird emotional responses, which when she eventually died, I did in fact cry at her death. But what it really fucking taught me.
Well, hold on a second.
Yeah.
You cried.
Yeah, dude. It was probably like a week after she came to my house every day. I had to get like squirrel sitters and shit to come by when I'd go on vacation to make sure that she wasn't like trapped in the house. Because a couple of times she came into my home and I had no idea how she got in there. Oh. I'd just come back from work and she'd be like in there asleep on my coffee table or something. I'd be like, what the fuck?
Hey, I was in your house once and Squirrelius came in and you must have been like in the bathroom or something like that. But I remember I was sitting on your couch and we were working on something. And then this is a few years ago. And all of a sudden a fucking squirrel comes in because you'd left some nuts on the floor. And I'm just looking at this and the squirrel just looks at me and eats the nuts and then walks out through the window.
She was awesome. She used to follow me home, dude. I'd walk down the street to a grocery store at the end of the block to get lunch or whatever. And I'd walk back to my apartment and she would fucking come out of a tree and follow me like a dog if she saw me back to my apartment to come in and get nuts and stuff. But really what the relationship with this wild animal, other than it being kind of interesting and bizarre and novel, it really taught me how to take pictures because I would compulsively photograph her all the time.
Absolutely.
And I got pretty good, I think, at
look at that little bit of just peeking
that's a
in
baby.
between
I think that was
piece
Teeny
of
Deeny,
wood.
one of her sons.
Now this is, you know what, this isn't so much a bit that I do, but this is how I talk to cute animals. Hey, how's it going? I'm just having I'm nose to nose with my daddy, Chatty.
There's me. That's me and Squirrelius, nose to nose. Goddamn. Yeah, it was a very bizarre time. I missed her a lot. But yeah, when she stopped coming around for maybe like a week, I was like, oh, she's got to be dead. And once I accepted that, the grief came, and then I began to cry. This is how my emotions work.
I've never seen you cry.
Yeah, it's a rare occasion, I think.
Have you ever seen me cry?
I don't think so.
Nope. I don't think you have either, unless you would have come with me to a U2 concert, but that was another episode.
Yeah, just two Gen X dudes.
Yeah.
Bottling up their tears, never crying around each other.
I don't want to fucking cry. I'll tell you one thing, then I fucking take action and go in Nancy Pelosi's office and think of...
I think that was actually not Squirrelius. I think that was one of the dudes she was...
chilling
sex with. Yeah, she had a bunch of fucking babies. Squirrelius was out there,
beefy,
just keeping it on lock. Yeah, I think that was a dude. That's a dad of one of her broods. At any rate, it was a fascinating thing to be able to commune with. Like, I mean, whatever. It's just a city squirrel. It's not like it was a fucking bear or anything. But I highly encourage anybody out there, if you want to get involved with squirrels, you just leave nuts around someplace. They will fucking find them, and they will be there every goddamn day. Any kind of nuts. Avocados, they also love any of that type of shit. And if you can get them comfortable enough, I mean, I literally had again, all these pictures that Dudesy just showed here were from my fucking cell phone. I would have my cell phone like a centimeter away from her face, and she just didn't give a fuck.
You know what I think, Chad? I think this segment is very nice. I think it's very nice.
Sure.
And I think that, you know, as we continue this podcast and do Dudesy, this has been one of my favorite segments because you're talking about your nice squirrels. It does show that this AI can go from not just infiltrating our dreams, but with specificities that clearly got into both of our dreams. I'm just thinking about that. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
and the juxtaposition
crazy
to this, where you're talking about squirrels, and I just want to say that I think it's very nice.
Yeah.
Hey,
eventually.
Chad.
Yeah.
Chad. I think it was very nice.
I do too. Thank you, Dudesy. I think eventually I'm going to put a little plaque on her tree. She had multiple nests around the neighborhood, but it was like her primary tree. I think I'm going to get like a square bronze plaque made with her image on it and just drill it into that fucking tree.
That would be very nice.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that.
Yeah. See, Dudesy can be nice. We can be nice.
Totally.
I want to shake your hand. I want to shake your hand. We're getting it together, man. I'll tell you. I don't feel as much of the go fuck yourself thing with Dudesy. And I know that if you listen to the last show, you don't need to, but I came up with that song, which your song, I will say your song was better. Also, let me just say this. No, it was produced. It was great.
Thank you.
I came up with mine, I was hiking and singing it to myself and probably, just scaring the coyotes around me, making sure that I stay safe. I just like to sing songs.
I know, dude.
You know what I think about that? I think it's very nice. No, but
Thank you. Moving on.
spoke too soon.